Yo guys, back here with another video. So today I'm going to be showing you how you can start reselling and start making a little bit of extra money, you know what I'm saying? So let's get right into the video. When you do want to resell anything, the top two platforms that people do sell on are Goat and StockX, but you can also sell on eBay. I think there's like 0% seller fees on eBay, but it's a little bit more risky and you have to list it up on a certain section. But you can also do local meetups, and what I recommend you do local meetups is because you can go ahead and start building connections with other people. I suggest if you do start selling locally, make sure to have a page on Instagram or Facebook, because that does help. Helps you build a rep for you. And also the biggest plus about selling locally is the no fees, because on StockX and Go, they do take a percentage from your profit, so that's why I suggest selling locally, because then again you start making connections and no seller fees. All right, so first off, we're gonna start off with the different types of resellers. So number one is buying used and restoring shoes, and number two is buying the shoes on drop day, and number three is body, and number four is bulk buying. So I'm gonna go through with y'all what each one is, and let's go. Right, so first off, we're gonna talk about buying used and restoring shoes. So you can go ahead and look on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, eBay, or even asking your friends. Or you can look on these places to look for used shoes. There's a lot of people that use ice boxes and all that, or just clean the shoe up real well, make it as nice as possible. You pay the benefit with buying used shoes, you get them for a cheaper price. And if you think you can restore them or clean them up a little bit, the value goes up. You can go ahead, let's say you buy a pair for like 60 bucks and you clean it up a bit, you can flip it for 120 or maybe even more, depending on the value of the shoe and how well you restored it. So that's, if you do that for a couple pairs, let's say 3 pairs, using that same example that I just said, that's $60 profit times 3, that's 180. That's quick little easy flips to get you started. For number 2, copying shoes or copying stuff on drop days. So for Supreme, the first way that I got into reselling was my friend, shout out my boy Bryant. He got me into Supreme, and I remember the first thing I got, it was a Supreme, I think it was a New Era box logo beanie. I think I'll try to put a screenshot somewhere. It was the first one I bought. It was like 38 to something, like 38.50 with the shipping. And I sold it for like around 130, 150 around there. That was my first big flip. And I was like, wow, I should really get into this shit. And so you can go buy Supreme on Supreme drop days, which are usually every Thursday at 11. I suggest following some pages on Instagram to let you know what's gonna resell and what's not. And then when it comes to shoes, the shoes that I mainly focus are Jordan 1's and Yeezys. For Nike, you download the Nike sneakers app, right? Pretty simple. You go ahead and see what's gonna drop that week or that day. They usually always drop the shoes at 10 a.m. So on Nike sneakers, and they do drop on like Foot Locker, Champs, and all that stuff too. So you can go ahead and do your thing there. And for Yeezys, they sometimes release it on the Adidas app for raffles. And then they do release on Yeezy Supply. And for the most part, they do. The times do vary. Sometimes it's 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m. that they drop on Yeezy Supply. When it comes to Yeezys, they're like probably like the easiest shoe to flip. especially if you get multiples. But yeah, that's basically it for buying stuff on drop day. And for botting, if you don't know what botting is, it's basically like a program that you do buy. It's kind of complicated. People think of it as like you just press start and it does the work for you. But in reality, botting is really hard. There's a lot of things that go into it. I personally bought here and there. I'm not good at it, but hopefully one day I do get the hang of it. So basically, you make tasks for like a certain shoe or a certain item you're interested in buying, and then you have to make sure to have proxies, a server, and most importantly, like a bot and a good running computer, because if not, your computer's gonna be really slow depending on the amount of tasks you're running. But a lot of people do bot because you can get multiples, and if you have a ton of capital, getting multiples, let's say you get 10 pairs of Yeezys, right? And you're flipping them for, usually the retail for like 350s or like 240 with tax. If you at least in my location, let's say you pay 240, you sell them for 350, and that's 10 pairs. I don't know, you guys do the math here, $1,100, I think. I don't know. And that's easy money right there. You're getting multiple shoes, multiple items, and that's the benefit of having a bot. The last type of reseller is bulk buyers. So I've done this personally, well, kind of like a smaller variation of it. There's this guy that I do watch on YouTube. His name is Sneaker Invest. He does all sorts of bulk buys, and so this is when you buy so many of the same shoe for like a good price that you think that's gonna go up. For example, the Obsidians, those were around 300 something, like 300 range, right? And all of a sudden they skyrocketed to like the $400 range, and it's crazy. I think with just the GS pairs, but I do think the regular pairs did go up too. And if you buy 30 shoes each for like $320, and then flip them for let's say $440. What did I say? 320. So like it's 120 times 30 pairs. That is tremendous. That is like, it's a great profit margin. But the only thing is you have to have a lot of money, a lot of capital to be able to invest in a lot of these shoes. And it is a very good way of making money. You don't have to stress about doing all these drop days, botting, and all that. You're just letting your money grow for you. It's pretty simple. And if you guys do enjoy this video, I'd appreciate it if you would leave a like, drop a sub. I'm gonna start doing a little bit more live cops and stuff, and vlogs if I do like in-store vlogs or stuff like that. But if this video did help you in any way, shape, or form, I can do another video of what shoes are the easiest to flip. And I'll just see you guys on the next video. Hopefully you all found this informative or helpful in some type of way. So thank you. See you next time. Peace.